long 4-hour documentary I did probably like 2-3 years ago now. I've known about this case for a very long time. I did a documentary called Demon Slayers. All
What's
about
up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Ooh, BJ.
YouTube, what's the deal? What's the deal? We doing some reactions. We just watched the GTA trailer. I'm gonna post that on the page later. But make sure y'all tap in.
Oh, y'all remember this? What the fuck? What's happening? Oh. Lil Pop. Yeah, Lil Pop was on Clubhouse with some. Here we go, and he was trolling OTF a bit.
Man, you always talking about somebody your motherfucking boy. He ain't JOG, so he ain't your motherfucking boy.
That's
my man.
Okay, so they got Varney up there. You know, Varney's OTF. He's on the OTF side.
Quan, I thought you just said if a nigga ain't NBA 1600.
Man, cuz.
So they trolling OTF by letting Varney come up, and basically, you know, Pop is like, man, who the fuck is this nigga? And he's like, I thought if it's not these niggas, it's not your nigga. He's like, man, let him up here, man.
I know we on.
Yeah, let's play a game. Who said that? Who said Sean? Sing it.
I wanna tell the world about.
Entrepreneur.
They start playing music.
Cause y'all.
No.
Baby, you
What's
said
the word, 60?
All right, Varney started speaking now.
that green. My mic tripping.
He said, these bitches are annoying. He says, "What's the word 60?" Apparently, Quando was a 60 Crip.
I just be cool and hood, so you know what's going on. Just be laid back, cooling. We gonna link real soon though.
For sure.
Now, this happened a few times where, like, you would see two people. They happen in Jacksonville a lot on Clubhouse, where Jacksonville rival rappers happen with Fulio's niggas and
Young and Ace.
Young and Ace niggas. They would be on there just arguing though.
On this shit, cause there ain't nothing to do.
Lord.
The mall closed.
Niggas done been on fucking Clubhouse
Free
all
to
fucking.
go. Free to go.
Hey, we gotta bring the gang up,
Hey,
man.
that
nigga
Bring Chris DaVinci up.
That nigga love Bernie got a missing teeth though.
Yeah, I got shot in my mouth.
Wow, what you say, Bob? Swear to God.
Yeah, I do. I got shot in my mouth.
Hey.
You did? You got what?
I got shot in my mouth.
That nigga, he don't even need a be
Damn.
He don't even need a be on Clubhouse talking reckless. He already got his lesson.
Man, chill, bro.
You see, that was Pop. That's Pop trolling Varney.
Yeah.
Damn, look like a nigga son your ass one back.
No, I just sent him out.
I'm saying though, I wish that nigga ain't miss your mouth.
Yeah, he shouldn't have. That's what cost.
That nigga shit fucked up. Hey, dope.
Hey, one thing about us though, we don't do no missing.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, man. Dirk must have heard this shit. You had Quando in here. One thing about us, we don't do no missing. This was 2021. Starting from here, OTF done sent 100 shots at Quando after this fucking Clubhouse shit, bro. I ain't gonna cap with you, bro.
Hey, shit, boy.
We don't do no missing.
Hey, you look like shit.
Who, me?
No, your sidekick.
Oh, actually, never mind. This is after they shot up his show. Damn, why was Quando talking like that? This is after they shot up the gas station where his show was at.
I to say I am the shit, boy.
You know me.
I don't know about.
They shot up Blackshear in this was December 6th, 2021. They shot up Blackshear, Georgia in May 3rd. So a couple months before, nigga, they were sending shots at and Quando couldn't do no shows.
Hey, love Bernie.
What's the word, 60?
Shit, I'm about to go to my partner house, and after that, I'm gonna go to my other partner house. After that, I'ma call my other partner and then my other partner and shit like that. You know, all us can still pick up the phone.
You petty as hell.
You know how that go.
Oh, he trolling Vaughn right there.
I know how a lot of shit go.
Anybody else getting crazy?
Hey, don't bring a
views?
nigga. Hey, don't bring a
No.
nigga some Russian cream backwards, man.
You need some Russian creams, hood.
Somebody just rolling
roll
like
some
y'all
Russian creams
fanned
over here.
out.
Hey, I just
Thank
rolled me
you,
up I did my
LaToya.
bang on. These bitches don't want
want
water.
Yeah,
It's
it's that
the
same
same song.
And that's the fact them niggas mad because
The crazy part is, nigga, you did all this trolling and then you was crying when your people got hit. That's why you can't do this trolling.
Main's gone. And that's the fact these niggas mad because they main's gone.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think we realized that Dirk was given so much belt that we feel bad for Lil Pop, but Lil Pop was talking like he was like that. Like,
Yeah.
I hate to say it. Nah, there was trolling. Yo, Dirk looked so much like the demon now. Like, he looks so much like he's a bully, this and third, because, of course, he got all the charges in court. But, nigga, they was talking hot to them niggas like, yo, we got your mans is dead. Aha.
That's probably what even provoked him to make that song.
Spray this bitch without no aim on. I'd rather roll the oppa purple, baby, smoke like Zaza.
God damn, Lil Vernie, y'all can't stop the rain.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Now, we gotta be honest, though. You know what came from that? Nigga, Dirk applied so much belt that flags got dropped, man. I ain't gonna lie. There was a lot of laughing on that clubhouse still. There was a lot of laughing on that clubhouse.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. It's a part of the game,
I forgot
nigga.
that Quando was trolling, because once Quando got on his shit like, man, big bro, I'm dropping my flag, big bro. I forgot that he was kind of with the bullshit too. Y'all remember this? This was when like he couldn't do shows. Like he was popping it. Look.
Show, dog. Hey, y'all boys come cancel the show, dog. Hey, y'all boys come right here. Man, no bitch ass nigga need to stop posting so we can do a show. Fuck that bitch ass. Come out that whole ass police shit, cuz. For real, nigga, we ain't fucking no smoke. Pussy ass nigga. Man, that shit got me blown, cuz. Oh, crap, cuz.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, man. All I'm gonna say is that I think we look at Dirk in a different league at this point, man. I think we thought Dirk was like doing some bullshit.
No, but
we thought Dirk was just doing some bullshit.
Yeah, these niggas was extra trolling, big dog trolling.
That nigga Dirk on timing.
Oh shit, no. Man, I'm Lamar around this motherfucker, nigga.
Hey,
look at you sounding like the Mr. Temptation.
I'm telling you,
Crazy
boy.
ass motherfucker.
Boy, this the biggest mob in America, boy.
33rd baby mom.
Nah, that's crazy. Anyway.
And he was standing on business with the Rolling 60s.
Yeah, I know.
Georgia.
These
He had
niggas
his
is...
own RICO case that he was going to be facing. If Pab was still alive, he might have been facing these RICO charges to do with a car theft ring. That's no disrespect. That's not to say that he deserved it.
You watching day 4 of the Lil Durk trial.
He wasn't there when Von got killed, and this didn't sit right with Jam. Apparently, basically, Jam kind of thought, like, this isn't what I called about. He was surprised that Durk was talking so hot on that phone. He said, I called to ask why he put me in a situation with goofy dudes that I didn't know, and then he just starts talking about, yeah, I love you. Like, you didn't hit Quando, you hit Pab, it counts. He was on the internet saying...
Yeah, that's another thing, too. Apparently, Dirk started berating these niggas a bit like, yo, man, y'all stop calling my phone on some bullshit. Y'all ain't even hit the nigga I wanted, nigga. Didn't he have a song? He said, I want the one that I paid for, nigga. That's like Dirk started popping it at his guys.
Yeah, see, that's where that internet shit go wrong, bro. You gotta fuck around and I think they pride be getting so heavy when they do some shit. They be wanting to go to the internet and brag about it, but it's like, nigga, y'all just laying the evidence out. You see how easy it is for him to just type this shit up? Think about a fucking lawyer who do this for a living, deep diving into shit.
Yeah. Which song was that again, chat? What's the song? Was it Rumors? Yeah, it's Rumors. Yeah. Dirk Rumors lyrics. No, it's not this song. What the fuck? Is it Rumors? It is Rumors, right? Wait, why can't I find it? Oh no, it's the one with Gucci Man. My bad. Dirk Gucci Rumors. Yeah, Dirk Gucci Rumors, or Gucci Rumors featuring Dirk. Them niggas get on your ass. Let's see. Them niggas get on y'all ass. Y'all play with me like I ain't worse. Trying to gossip up to these blogs like y'all ain't say my name first. He a junkie. He ain't shot his gun yet. He blaming perks. Shot a video and had a shootout in the same shirt. What you know about popping out and they trying to hit their face first. They like smirk, your ass be tripping. Better put your case first. Choking who? Now you talking about Reese now. I heard them rumors. Nigga better play slow. I don't want the nigga who you caught. Nigga, I want the one that I paid for. So yeah, Dirk was popping it. Nigga, the fuck?
Academics is federal as hell, I ain't gonna lie. What the fuck is that, my nigga? I ain't gonna lie. You can't be saying that while the case is actively being tried.
Dirk was pop.
But I guess because it's hard to enter new evidence while the case is going on, but that's probably one of the songs they might be talking about in there.
Popping it. Remember, they shot at Quando. Well, actually, I'm gonna be honest though. That was before Pop died though. That was before Pop died. But this was his demeanor though. You know, so again, I don't want to confuse timelines because it said the release date of the song was January 2022. Pop ain't died till like August. Pop died in like August. Feel me? 2022. But he dropped this song, and you heard what he was saying. You know, nigga, I don't want the one you caught, nigga. I want the one I paid for. So you can imagine Jam calling him like, yo, bro, why you send me on this hit with these Brufers, nigga? Like, what's up? You know, first of all, Dirk is probably like, yo, this killer just called me on this hot ass phone. Yo, I love you, brother. I love you, man. I'm gonna talk to you later. Click.
And he spoke. So he was just like, what the hell? Like, I didn't understand. He said, I wasn't close enough to Flocka to be doing that with him. He sent me out there with goofies that I didn't know. He said,
Flocka is the other dude. So we got,
just wasn't feeling it. He said that he basically kind of just went along with it. He said, yeah, he agreed with what Dirk said about Pab and got off the phone. And that was it. And he said, I didn't get no payment for this. I just thought, what the hell? Like, this is just nonsense. So, yeah, I think Lil Durk was obviously happy about what went down. But the way Pab saw it, he'd been...
So that's what I was saying. Remember I say he didn't really know these niggas? So when he's saying, remember, he trying to bring Malcolm or whatever that nigga name is. So Jam was supposed to bring a nigga with him. He tried to bring like a nigga that was his cousin. The nigga say he don't got no ID. So they told him, nigga, bring somebody, nigga. Like, yo, bring somebody from around the way. He bring Keith Jones. That's Flocka. By the way, Flocka is snitching, nigga. Like, Flocka snitching too.
Yeah.
But what I guess this is what Jam is saying. Nigga, if y'all told me I'm coming to Beverly Hills to go murder somebody, I'm not bringing this guy. I'm thinking we're just going to L.A. We mobbing. Like, I ain't think you're calling me for a murder. He claims, even though you could say he's probably lying, he claims he only knows that he's there to kill somebody when Duty Low tells him when he's already in L.A. And I guess this goes to his point of saying,
Yeah, Duty Low, the first day he was out there with them. The second day he got the fuck off.
Wouldn't have brought Flocka. And now Flocka is a government witness too.
Roped into killing an innocent man, and obviously he didn't even know he was there to kill Quando until he'd arrived in California. So he said that he no longer respects Dirk. Oh my gosh, so I just...
Okay. We got one more update, then we're going to City Nash.
All right, so I just see Kanye for the first time. I just see Ye in the courthouse, okay? And basically, it was pretty crazy to see Ye in the flesh. He kind of walked in late. He wasn't there for the very start, but it seems like they low-key be treating the celebrities like VIPs in court, because Machine Gun Kelly was able to cut past all of the media a couple of days ago. Ye managed to get in, even though there was a giant line and he was late. You know what I'm saying? They was making it work for Ye. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Ye stared me down. He looked over to me and just stared me down for an extended period. He looked at me for longer than Dirk did when Dirk stared me down. I'm not going to lie. I was a little bit like, I'm really in the courthouse getting pressed and intimidated by Kanye West right now. This is straight mind games, okay? Now, what was interesting is
He cloud chasing. That's why.
Hey, yo.
Hit the nigga slobbering on shit.
down for a lot of the testimony. OTF Jam was literally on the stand. We got Dirk, Jam, Ye, me, all in the same room at the same time. It was surreal. Now, one thing I will say, and I'm going to criticize Ye for this, okay? Every time the jury enters and leaves the room, you have to stand. You have to rise for the jury and the judge. When the judge comes in on his own, you have to rise for the judge. And the judge made it very clear that the jury is actually above him.
Oh, this nigga really a snitch. You gonna snitch on this nigga about not standing up?
When it comes to justice, it's the jury that are making the decision. So the judge, as well as everybody else, rises for the jury to show respect for the importance of the jury's role. You know who didn't rise for the jury? Kanye West. He didn't rise for the jury. He wasn't respecting the jury. He wasn't respecting the justice process. And I'll be honest, I don't respect that. I thought that was very disrespectful. I thought that was just not proper.
I love you, Trap, but anybody give a damn about that, man. Shout out to Big Ye in the building, man. Ye show up to the building, it's Ye, nigga. I'm sorry to tell you. That's Ye. I'm sorry. Yo, I fuck with you, Trap, but that's Ye, nigga. That's Ye.
And I don't really like how these celebrities are getting this VIP treatment, but then they're not respecting the jury. This is supposed to be a free society, free press, free speech, but you're supposed to...
Shut your bitch ass up, bro. I think I'm officially off this nigga content, bro, because ever since that shit happened with him and Dirk people, he just be hitting the gas on some bullshit.
Respect the jury. You're supposed to respect the judge. Ye wasn't really respecting any of what goes on. Obviously, he sees himself as a god, right? But at the end of the day, this case is in God's hands and it's in the jury's hands. So we're going to find out what happens. No disrespect. But I personally thought that Ye not rising for the jury was disrespectful and it didn't respect the justice process. As much as everybody wants to say free Dirk, it's in the jury's hands and it's up to the jury to decide whether or not they believe beyond a reasonable doubt that Dirk did this based on the evidence that's presented to them fair and square. So, yeah, I would suggest that everybody in the courtroom respect the jury. There's no indication that they're biased. There's a very diverse jury, all right? I'm not going to comment too much on the jury, but, there's all this talk about, are there any black jurors? There are black jurors. There's jurors from all different races. I don't know nationalities. I've not spoken to any of them, and I don't plan to. But anyway, it looks like there's something going on in these streets now. There's some crazy ambulance pulling up. But I will see you guys next video.
Okay. Seti Nash got a bunch of updates. Here we go. Seti Nash. All right, Seti popping out.
To go viral, bro. This shit about to go viral. So you got Jam, who basically told the whole entire thing. They basically got away with it, bro. They literally basically got away with it. Jam got pulled over, had a gun on him, and basically wrote a note. The note literally reads, I know about murders. I don't want to talk on camera. I know a lot. Then we ended.
Did they really get away with it, though? It felt like the feds kind of knew. It's just that they needed people to flip.
I mean, they assume, but assume is never knowing. Having the facts is knowing. So without actually, having physical evidence, then they had nothing. So they needed somebody to flip. So what he's saying is, if he wouldn't have flipped, they would have been straight. None of them niggas flipped because they didn't really have shit.
For sure.
They had internet stories.
And we don't know if Jam is the first person to flip.
Before lunch with the damn lawyer saying.
I do agree with that because it could have been another nigga that told everything. But it's like, damn, that's why if it's smart, these niggas wouldn't know shit until the absolute seconds, and they only know so much, so they can only assume the rest. I would have been on that shit. I don't know.
Do you still got love for Lil Durk? He gonna say, yeah, I love Lil Durk. But, what Lil Durk did was selfish. What Lil Durk did was basically put me in a situation with people I don't know. With cats I don't even know. When we went and slid for Vaughn, I didn't even know Vaughn. If it had been like Booney Mo, then it wouldn't have been no problem and all that. And then he said he had no reason to do this. And he said he still got love for Durk. He was there for me, and I feel bad. And I know he hate me, but I still got love for Durk. bro, how you love me and all that shit, but you just trying to throw me up under there. And here's what's crazy. He said he feels bad for sliding on Quando Rondo and all them, but it's some more shit to get into. To go viral, bro. This shit about to go viral. So you got Jam, who basically told the whole entire thing. They basically got away with it, bro. They literally basically got away with it. Jam got pulled over, had a gun on him, and basically wrote a note. The note literally.
Okay.
Money Duke and goddamn Lil Durk get into it about them not sliding for Von. And Money Duke basically like, man, y'all ain't sliding for Von. Y'all ain't did shit for Von. All of this shit. And then Money Duke basically was talking hella shit. And he got on group chat, texting everybody, talking hella shit. So,
popping up on my shit right now.
shout out. So anyways, goddamn Money Duke and them, they get on group chat with DD and what's cuz name? With DD and Jam and Durk, and they all talking shit. And Jam like, nigga, we gonna go to war with the OD. Fuck them. Nigga, hey, bro, y'all ain't slide for Von. The Money Duke like, nigga, y'all didn't slide for Von. Y'all didn't do shit for Von, bro. So, nigga, fuck y'all. And so it just go off like that, bro. So you mean to tell me O-Block and Lamron was basically gonna go to war for not sliding for Von, bro? Crazy shit. Keeps tuning in. I'm about to update the shit out y'all.
Here we go.
We found out that Braids, the Braids motherfucker, he lied in his testimony. I'd impeach the shit out of him if I'm Brian Steele, because Braids lied about the cameras and said that, hey, bruh, we didn't have cameras and all this shit. No, literally, they could have audio recorded it because Jam the one who said no video cameras. That's the reason why. So if you was such a head honcho and all this shit, how you didn't read the note about the person who said, hey.
No, this is, I think Seti Nash is wrong here. I'm going to tell you why. The 30 times was not with detectives. The 30 times, the majority of times, was with the AUSA. The way how cases work, the detective or the agent starts the investigation, gathers probable cause. In this situation, a U.S. attorney, because it's feds, they have to sign off on it. But once it's there, it's in the feds' hand. The feds always have to be prepared to go to trial. That's why they sign off on cases. The state, they got to take any case, even if it's bullshit. The feds pick their cases. So after they pick their cases, they're gonna work. Yo, come meet with us. They're not detectives. They're lawyers. Okay? They're lawyers. So the 30 meetings is a mix between FBI agents and AUSA. The AUSA also is gonna have mock crosses where they're gonna simulate them being in the courtroom. That's what that is. It doesn't even make sense for them to meet with a detective 30 times. The detective got the story already. The detective wrote it up already. They met with the AUSAs, the lawyers, okay? Probably more than 20. It's the same thing with Cassie. Cassie didn't meet with a detective. You know, they said Cassie met like 20 times. She didn't meet 20 times with a detective. She met 20 times with Maureen Comey. She was up in that, just like 6ix9ine. After 6ix9ine shit goes through, he's meeting with when he decided to testify, he said he slept in the prosecutor's office, not detective's office. You are working with their lawyers to prepare for their case. That's it. Okay? So while preparing for their case, they're not going to record that. So that's where I think Seti Nash has it wrong. Now, you have to note that you met with the person. It has to be noted. In discovery, you have to say, we met with this witness that we plan to call this amount of times. But as long as they don't use a quote that emanates from one of those times that there's no recorded or documentation, there isn't procedurally, they're not doing nothing wrong. Now, could you bring it up in trial and say, yo, Cassie met with the lawyer 20 times. This person met with the prosecutor 20 times. But yeah, that's the thing. It's not, I think Seti is having the misunderstanding that Jam met with the detectives or the FBI agent 20 times. No. Once he probably met with them probably like 3 times. They already got the story. They passed it on to the U.S. attorney. The U.S. attorney's now working on a case. The U.S. attorney's also going to work on an indictment. So that's why they're going to be like, yo, we need you to come meet. Those are not going to be recorded.
Hey, bro,
that's
I'm finna come snitch. Just don't bring no videos. If he would have said, bro, hey, man, I'm not going to snitch if y'all bring cameras, That's one thing. But he said they didn't bring him for a whole entire different reason. Say to him, we got way more coming out because, man, this shit is crazy. They talking about, hey, bro, Lil Durk was buying hot cars for everybody, but there's a bombshell that happened too. They say, Jam say, niggas didn't get paid for sliding for Vine. It wasn't for sliding for Vine outside of LA. So they really destroying the murder for hire part because they basically come out and say
They ain't get
That's not
paid.
true again. Love you said it, but it's not true. You don't have to pay the person for it to be murder for hire. It needs to be a verbal. It needs to be a contract. The payment does not have to be delivered. There doesn't even have to be an attempt to pay. If I tell you commit this crime for $1 zillion, I don't even have to have the money. As long as the reason why you're doing the crime is understood between me and you that you're doing it for the hopes of compensation.
But what Ack is leaving out is that shit is hard to prove. So at the end of the day, it's like, nigga, you have to prove without a shadow of a doubt that I told you to do this and you doing this because I told you money. It's like you have to prove that shit. It's like he said, it's more of a burden to have to prove it than that.
That's murder for hire. You do not got to get paid. Okay? So I need you guys to understand as we cover this trial. Payment is not a requirement for a conviction. Murder for hire is basically a conspiracy charge. And when you're proving conspiracy, you always got to prove that there is an agreement. So the agreement of compensation. And compensation doesn't only have to be money. I know it says murder for hire, but promising career advancements, promising, oh, you know what, you could further along these other endeavors. That's still murder for hire. If the incentive to do murder is associated with any type of compensation. Yo, if you kill this nigga, I'll give you my old car. That's murder for hire. Yo, if you kill this nigga, I'll sign you to my record deal or my record label. That's murder for hire. If you kill this nigga, I'll give you $1 million. And I don't have $1 million. Murder for hire still. The murder for hire, the first thing is the murder. The second thing, the murder is undisputable. At least in this case. The second thing is the agreement, the conspiracy part. And then the rest of it is the follow through. In the feds, if someone dies, there is no wiggle room. You either beat the case or you get automatic life. If someone gets shot with the use of a deadly weapon, you get at least 25 or 20, I think. If you try to go kill the person and you agreed to do the murder for hire, and even if you didn't harm a hair on their head, you get 10. So if the person is not harmed, 10. The person gets harmed but doesn't die, it's like, I think it's either 15 or 20. And if you use a deadly weapon, it's 25. That's all if the person don't die. So murder for hire, the only way you don't get on life is if the person you were hired to kill didn't die. Now, you might be like, well, there's a technicality. They were hired to kill Quando. Well, anyone who dies in the commission of a murder for hire. That's how it's looked at. So in this case, there is no wiggle room. And I just, obviously Brian Steele and, what's his name? Drew Finland's going to fight this idea that this was not necessarily a murder for hire, but you might not realize it. The government is putting on their case to prove that it is. Why do you think Jam is making it known? Why do you think Jam is specifically saying it? Durk, you were selfish. This murder was just for you. Because they know Durk is going to say, or his team is going to say, why would Durk got to pay his friends to slide for one of his other friends? They're making it known. We didn't know Vaughn like that. This was selfish. This was for you. You enticed us with basically saying if we did this, we'd be straight for life, which was assumed. Even though people might be like, well, he never promised a certain dollar amount. The context is what's going to carry it. Remember, this is conspiracy. You can't use black and white shit on conspiracy. It's all about interpretation. Who got the most believable story?
Yeah. I do agree with
The
that.
point is, the jury is gonna be like, nigga, you're clearly offering something. If people are shouting out in the room, it gotta be half a ticket. Nah, a million. You were offering some compensation. That's murder for hire in some interpretation. Now, some other interpretation might be like, no, he was definitely not offering that. He was just saying, yo, you rise up in the ranks in the gang. That's not murder for hire. That's down the line of
But if we look at it,
violent crimes in aid of racketeering.
but if we look at it in the context of like Diddy case, were they trying to implement him into this Keefe D murder of Tupac? An attempt on Suge. Diddy never paid them, so at the end of the day, you can't say that you did this for Diddy because you didn't. Like, who's to say you didn't come back and double back before? Like, oh, we killed this nigga. Now let's go try to see we can collect on some of that bread. It's like, no. You ever have a direct like conversation with this nigga that this is the deal, and then it have to be proven in the court. So if you have to have a recording of the call, need a written contract. It's like it's so hard to prove that, where a nigga can get off or get a mistrial.
Or not racketeering, in aid of whatever for a gang, and possibly could go up to a RICO, but that's not murder for hire. Murder for hire is very distinct.
Lil Durk was putting money in the street for people because motherfuckers kept on begging. They was asking for houses and cars and all this shit. And then Lamron versus OTF war damn near started. We found out that Braids,
okay.
So Lamron almost get into a war with Rich O Lamron and everybody versus OTF because of some shit that happened with Booney Mo. So Booney Mo get into it with some cash from Lamron, and they got locations. Rich O Lamron is on house arrest, but nobody go slide on his car. Jam like, yeah, my baby mama, she from Lamron, she could have got the load. So they was planning to all go meet up and go fight or shoot it out and all this shit on some real socials versus greasers. If you remember the Outsiders, bro, that shit was crazy as hell. They talking about, yeah. So Rich O Lamron.
Hey, chat. This is another rabbit hole we could probably go down when we got a downtime and we don't have Jam on the stand. But there's a rabbit hole we could go down, which is the beef between Lamron and pretty much Tay-Town. It's pretty much a Dirk beef, right? It's pretty much Dirk has picked a different side of guys he's hanging with, guys he's funding, guys he's preferring. He has his own reasons. He feels these guys done X, Y, and Z, or they're not standing on business like X, Y, and Z. And it's very convoluted. But, you know, it does get to a point where Dirk had like an unreleased track where he was supposedly like dissing them. I think this is not AI too. But there was an unreleased track where he was like dissing or like, you know, dissing the Lamron. One thing the feds will appreciate, Dirk was as honest. Him, Pooh Shiesty, and Vaughn, they're honest in their music. You know what I mean? Like, you could tell them niggas never went into the studio and be like, man, what should I rap about today? Like, what cap could I do? They would rap about pretty much exactly how they felt.
Proud to be a member, just the trenches, they can't tell me shit. And I've been in my bag 2020, you can tell me rich. I seen girls act like they send weed, they can't mail me shit. They mama slick, can't get through they line, I hate a petty bitch. Bitch, you
wait, is this it? No, there's an unreleased joint. It's way more aggressive. Nah, this ain't it. Chat, y'all know what I'm talking about? Nah, there's a fuck. Cause he calls out names on there too. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Lil Durk, Survivor. It's an unreleased joint. Oh, let me see.
I'm talking about the niggas I used to call my brothers, like niggas I used to send money to, niggas I used to ain't even cap. I used to let them niggas sit in the back seat, you hear me? Right behind my motherfucking chair, nigga. That's how much I used to trust your bitch ass, man.
You'll notice about the song, he's super upset. Very upset.
That's the love your ass, man. And I'ma have a little baby threaten them dust your ass, nigga. Nigga.
Wait, you gonna have Baby Threat do what? Oh, hell no. That's probably the wrong shooter to call out, man.
Yeah.
And I'ma have a little baby threaten them dust your ass, nigga. Nigga, please, I gave you 100, they ain't give a sleeve. Jesse, please, act like you so solid, but you bit the cheese. Richo, please, I'm the one who sent money, nigga, go check receipts. Me and Boone so deaf, ain't trying to talk, they trying to get to Steve. Must don't know what happened, you run your mouth too much, you FED. Same ops used to make you change blocks, made you play Mr. Freeze. Talk about me through the city like I ain't smirk, I ain't saying that I'm a chief. Went to war with the whole world, asked Murder Man, he was out to sea. Could've been shot in my back, but they was so scared, cause Lil Rob shot for me. Hang with wolves, I just don't speak on y'all. You niggas led back sheeps. Nigga, I'm a provider. You did an interview, just show receipts. Yeah, I'm a rapper. I damn forgot who I was when Lil V lost his knee. Won't subscribers fuck me up. 2 killers told me click the link. Hit the group chat and I show my brothers they don't know what to think.
Yeah, that's when niggas started doing interviews and shit like that. He said, you want subscribers? And fuck me up. 2 killers told me to click the link.
They don't know what to do. They don't know what to shoot. They don't know what to do. They don't know what I'm a survivor. I will not give up. They cannot stop us. Ride with my chopper. I'm a survivor. Thought you were my partner. He ain't even shot none. I still gave his props up. I'm a survivor. Did it without.
And then he got yeah, Dirk was really still beefing with his hood, my nigga. Like, shit was crazy.
Hey, this shit like videos, you hear me?
I don't think I heard it.
He think we bound some cars, we hop out, spoon his ass. Fool his ass, he ain't paying attention to this cock, cause we got Uber tags. Goofy ass, I pop exit down my dreads, I'm super sad. Old friends, I can't pull that trigger, I know Booker can. Got nervous on that drill, cause he got scared, he turned to Ricky. He got nervous on that pill, then he revealed. Can't pull that trigger, I know Booker can. Got nervous on that drill, cause he got scared, he turned to Ricky. He got nervous on that pill, then he revealed, he turned to Mickey. He was dirty, laughing, hopping.
Nah, this ain't the one. No, I think it's Survivor. I think it was Survivor and shit. Anyway. But yeah, there was a whole beef.
And them and hella Lamron members was up there dissing the shit out of Lil Durk and everybody, saying they ain't did this and they ain't do that and all this shit, bro. And basically, cats was hot. They was pissed the hell off. So they like, Jam told Durk, hey, nigga, don't respond to these niggas no more on social media. Nigga, we finna war. We finna thug it up. Fuck these niggas, bro. Hey, nigga, give me the car and I'll go do this shit myself. Nigga, I'll go slide on the motherfuckers my goddamn self. So Lamron almost get into a war with Rich. So the Quando Rondo shooting ends up happening like this. They basically get Quando Rondo's location. They pull up. BD presses the gun to the goddamn window, say, I can smoke these niggas right now. They goofy as shit. They ultimately don't do it because it's a lot of people. They pull back up in the early morning again. They don't bust them because it's a lot of people. They thought about basically getting out there and getting in the paint. So they follow him to a weed shop. The weed shop staying there for a minute. Then they send Brown Eyes in there. He go disrobe, take all his shit, go up in there. He like, we can't go slide it because, bruh, it's armed security. It's all of this shit in there. So they follow him to the vape store. These fools stop for a moment about running in the vape store and shooting the fuck out of Quando Rondo. But they was worried that the damn door would lock. So they like, nah, we ain't finna go do that. So they keep on following. And then when they pull up to the gas station, they see Quando and them get out. That's when they go make that turn and they decide, man, fuck this. We ain't finna go do it. But they say, I can't remember. Flocka basically fucking shot first. His gun jammed, and then he said that Flocka had
get out that jam,
and that he shot his shit like 4 times. And Flocka had shot the shit over Brown Eye's head, so they start arguing and shit about this, why they shooting the fucking gun and shit. Like, nigga, you almost fucking blew my head off. All this shit. So they get back in there and they get rid of the goddamn stolen car. They park the
Chat, it's the rookie team. Didn't I tell you? The shooters is Brown Eyes, Flocka, and Jam. First things first, Brown Eyes is the first nigga out the car. He's fast. He starts shooting too quick. They didn't get a chance to run down on them closer. Jam is like, fuck, I wanted to walk him down or at least get closer, but now this nigga firing bullets from there. I can't go in front of the bullets, so I gotta shoot from here. Then the other dude, Flocka, he come out, he don't know how to use the gun, kind of. The shit Jam, oh shit, he fired one bullet, almost even shot the other nigga. He trying to work the gun. What the fuck? I gotta, let's get back in the car, man.
That's crazy.
Let's get back in the car.
Ain't gonna lie, that's crazy work.
Let's get back in the car. These guys is the rookie squad. One having a gun, a malfunction. He hitting the gun. What the fuck? What the hell? He almost shot his man. The other guy, he got the switch just going crazy. The gun leading him. And he 20 miles away from the people he's shooting. You see why OTF Jam is like, man, I got sent with some rookies.
stole a car somewhere in LA, and they basically hop all in the car. So everybody in the car, nigga, we talking niggas 6'5", fat ass fucking Jam, all of these people and all that. They all in the cars basically doing that shit. Then they get into the car, they go to In-N-Out. But when they go to In-N-Out, they see two cops there. And fucking Jam damn near freeze up like, man, fuck, maybe they see me because of my shoes and all this shit. So that ain't what end up happening. They get food from In-N-Out, then they get a Sprinter back to San Diego, and they get the hell out of there. But they throw away they shit as far as the guns. I mean, basically, long story short, they do that shit. So when they did all this, they say that Dirk was on the phone with them in the car, but he couldn't see Dirk on the phone because he's laid over. Jam's fat ass is laid over 3 dudes in the back of this car. And they driving basically to In-N-Out. They get a driver to take them from In-N-Out basically to San Diego. But here's the crazy part. All that bullshit about, oh, they met up with Dirk or any of that in L.A., they never met up with Dirk in L.A. That didn't even happen. So that's a big-ass lie. I'm finna go back in this motherfucker. But, hey, Ceddy Nash, make sure you follow. So
Okay. Can't have up with Dirk. What happened to Taylor? Is she not doing videos? Come on, oh, she is. Oh, there you go, Taylor.
Hi, I'm Taylor Priest with Los Angeles Magazine, and we are back at Lil Durk's murder for hire trial, where we picked back up where we left off yesterday with Casey Hester, or OTF Jam's testimony. So we kind of went back, got a little more information about what happened leading up to the murder of Savia Robinson. Hester and Banks, though, I wanted to note, before court started, they stared at each other from across the room. It was quite a good amount of time. I couldn't
Yo, Dirk, mean mugging niggas? Oh, shit. Smirky, yo!
see Dirk's face, but Hester's face was very serious. When he looked away, he just kind of stared at the ground after. And it was also interesting that the defense noted before court started that they couldn't see Hester's face. They wanted to make sure they had a clear view of Hester's face. They had to move the monitor, and from my recollection, that monitor was there yesterday, so I don't know if this is a new thing that they decided they wanted in court today. So again, we got back to Hester's testimony where he testified. They went back to the Level Hotel where Quando Rondo and his crew were staying, and they parked that Infiniti and that BMW that was rented right outside the Level Hotel again. He testified that there was too many people outside the hotel, which is kind of similar to why they decided not to, he testified, kill Quando Rondo the night before. So they decided that was not the location. There were too many people driving around. So he discussed the BMW and the Infiniti. He was in the Infiniti with Keith Jones and Lindsay and Asa Houston.
Asa's name is, so that's Boogie. His case was severed. So Boogie's case was severed. Keith Jones is Jam's homie from Chirac. He got recruited by Jam. Ironically, his gun jams, he shot one time. His name is Flocka. Brown Eyes, that's Dee Dee's man. He's standing tall, but supposedly he might be the reason why Quando alive, because he shot pretty far away while Jam wanted to run down. But yeah, that car had 4 people. Asa Houston never got out the car. So Boogie never got out the car. He was sitting in the car waiting. Flocka hopped out. Brown Eyes hopped out first. I think Jam was second. And essentially, with Flocka, not only did his gun jam, he shot over the head of, I think, his Jam or Lindsay.
Brown Eyes.
And they got upset over that. Like, nigga, the fuck, you trying to shoot me?
We're all in the Infiniti together, and then DeAndre Wilson and Grant were in the rented BMW. He testified to them following the black Escalade that Quando Rondo and Zavia Robinson were in to a weed dispensary called Litco. He said that they were looking around for a, quote, quick getaway. He then he said they were on the phone the entire time, the Infiniti and the BMW. They were...
Yeah, I figured that. I figured they were either on the phone or they dropped a pin or they were sharing location. Because remember, chat, you ever watch these movies when they're like following a car? You ever think to yourself like, nigga, ain't no car could follow me and make 2 or 3 consecutive turns and I don't see them. Apparently, to be honest, they were doing like this a little bit, not saying complex because it was kind of some stupid niggas in these cars. But the BMW would get closer to the vehicle more often. So the BMW would get closer to the vehicle, to the Escalade, right? And their job was just to communicate the location of where it was driving to the other car. Okay?
In constant contact is what he said, discussing when the right time was. At one point, Hester testified that Lindsay went into the dispensary to get a look to see where Quando Rondo was. He had said Quando Rondo was towards the back, and they didn't feel like that was the right place.
Yeah, so in the dispensary, I guess Quando Rondo and them knows the guy, or they probably recognize Quando. So they bring Quando to a back room area that he could look at some extra. They got more products. They trying to, also they probably like, yeah, do a little promo video for us. We will bless you. We'll hook you up. Businesses do that when a rapper comes in or something like that. So he's in the back.
Yeah.
And he's not just out, like, just in the area of the store where everybody would be. So they're like, fuck, we don't want to do it here. Okay?
So they then followed the black Escalade to a clothing store in Beverly Hills. And there, Hester testified that they were on the phone talking about how they were worried that door of the clothing store had an automatic lock on it and they didn't want to be stuck, but they allegedly considered going inside and shooting Quando Rondo there. He states multiple times that he does not know Los Angeles. He doesn't know the area, so he can't speak to where they're at most of the time, but he said Now, another reason why, to give you more context, why they couldn't do it at the dispensary, okay? Another reason they couldn't do it at the dispensary is that dispensaries in Los Angeles, if they're legal, they're required to have security personnel. Do dispensaries in Los Angeles have security? Yes, licensed dispensaries in Los Angeles
they be having
must have
guns.
security on site. On site. So usually you'll see an armed person there, and I think they were realizing if we going in to go shoot a nigga, we want to make sure there's not somebody there that could shoot one of us. So they don't go there. Okay?
a weed dispensary called Litco, and when the right time was.
Then they think about going to Bape.
At one point, Hester testified that Lindsay went into the dispensary to get a look to see where Quando Rondo was. He had said,
"Oh, somebody's mentioning in the chat, Calica, what up, man?" He says, they not only got security, they got auto lock doors. So,
all right, y'all, I gotta get up out of here. I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure y'all hit that like button, that subscribe button.
Ooh, Big J.
Leave me a hype if you fuck with it. I appreciate you. Entire prayer before we get up out of here.
Let us pray the pimp's prayer. Lord, please pray for the soul of this bitch and guide my pimp hand and make it strong, Lord, so that she might learn a hoe's place.
Amen.
Amen. Yeah.
Ooh, Big J.